Hello everybody, welcome to this week's speed paint. Okay, but first, before we jump into the actual speed paint, I have some exciting news. However, if you've not seen Endgame, I recommend you close your eyes or flip your phone over until I say the word Knuffle Bunny. Because what I'm about to show you is going to be kind of a spoiler. I'm not going to say anything though, so you don't have to worry about that part. Okay, starting now. So, I've currently made these cute little stickers. And they are going on sale for, let's see, there we go, $2 and free shipping. And if you would like to get one yourself, you can email me at restlessartist01@gmail.com, or you can DM me in any of my socials. The only issue is I have only printed 50. I've already sold a couple of them. If you've seen my social media, I put them on sale first there, for pre-order mostly. So if you're gonna get them, I'd get them now because I'm not printing any more like this. Now I may print some on a sticker sheet that you can get later, but the quality will be different because these stickers are actually vinyl and weatherproof. So, I don't know, I really like them. I got them printed from Sticker Mule. Normally my stickers are handmade and I cut them here myself, but I decided I wanted to try, well, weatherproof vinyl. I like the quality. It was a really good deal too. Anyway, so if you want yours, please contact me, and thank you for your time. Ready, and Knuffle Bunny. Okay, so one thing that I have been getting requested a lot lately is showing the process of how I go across making my videos, or how I go about, I guess. How I go across, I did it again. How I go about making my videos, like the sketching process and stuff, and well, I couldn't really capture too much of the sketching process, really only the background sketching process. I was going to share with you maybe the process of how I came to this illustration. So first I'll show you like the basic ideas that came to mind when I was doing Taurus. A lot of research went into actually creating this character. First off, we have this little packet, and this has like all of those Zodiacs in it, so you'll hear about this as the speed paint's playing, so we'll skip that for now. And then we have, in this sketchbook, there is a lot of planning. Well, see, this is the planning for that drawing with all my yellow art supplies video. I have all the planning from this drawing. I make little notes and whatever. But for this video, there's some research on this page. It basically covers the whole left side of that page. And then here's some like ideas I was just kind of playing around with. Now it looks nothing like the actual art because it's just quick. And you'll see I eventually came to this kind of style, the middle part and long hair. And I don't know, it kind of clicked with me, so I decided to play around with it. And I took it more to this kind of style. But then after I created this, I made that, and that design I absolutely fell in love with. So this ended up being his official, like, what he wears all the time. And then this was kind of making sure I was playing out, rough sketching some ideas of the poses I wanted to do for this picture is in here too. And then just kind of drawing him out a little bit. This is basically him if he was like older, maybe middle-aged. But the drawing that you'll see later is when he's more like 23, 22, you know, young adult, still in college. This is like after he's made it, like during his career. Then, to make sure I liked the color palette, I played around here with this. So basically I do this pretty often. I did this with Aria too. I'll just print out like a copy of my sketches and like play around the colors. I ended up choosing, I think this was the final result, but I don't know. So Well, yeah. It's just so that way I don't like finalize it and try to put it down my final piece of paper. And then lastly, I decided I was going to draw him a couple more times just to make sure I liked it. To get a feel of who he really is. Oops, not that one. This is my final drawing of him. He looks a lot less feminine in this drawing, I realized. But yeah, here he is. So now that you've seen most of, well, the process and behind it, why don't we get started? First, I've got to say, I actually really like how this turned out. I feel like it's one of my better pieces, which I would hope so, because it took me 7 hours to just line and color it. Sketching was a little faster, maybe took me about an hour to sketch. So, I don't know, pretty proud of myself. So basically, this is my Taurus OC. His name is Taran, and I would like to share the backstory with y'all. So basically, in the little research I did, I looked up like quality and traits of the typical Taurus, and I put it into Taran, so he would be more like, well, your typical Taurus. So basically, the date range for Taurus is April 20th through May 20th. The element is Earth, and his hobby apparently is gardening, which is kind of strange, but fun at the same time. You'll see why in a second. Taran is 23 years old, and he is a high-end fashion designer. He lives in a big mansion, and his best friend is a Capricorn. Some of Taran's strengths are he's reliable, learned to be patient, devoted, responsible, and pretty stable. Some of his weaknesses, on the other hand, is he's stubborn, possessive, and doesn't compromise very well at all. He likes to garden, he likes to cook, he likes music, he secretly likes romance. He won't let you know, but secretly he's kind of a romance nerd. He loves high-quality clothes and working with his hands. However, he does not like sudden changes, complications, insecurities, and synthetic fabrics. His personality would be described as well-grounded, practical, harvests the fruits of labor, wants to be surrounded by love and beauty, likes the material world. Important senses to him include touch and taste. I also did some research and it said he's one of the more reliable signs, so I thought that was kind of cool and I thought I'd throw that in there. He's basically ready to endure and stick to their choices until they reach the point of personal satisfaction. So basically, he's pretty determined and he's not gonna give up so easy. Taran is also a major perfectionist. I was also thinking about, well, I did some research and the compatibility with Tauruses is Scorpio and Cancer. So I decided along the line, I'm gonna give him a little Scorpio girlfriend. I think it'd be kind of cute. Okay, so those were basically the things that, again, I based off of research, and then these are the things that I decided to make up that kind of went along with these traits I looked up. So Taran, his nickname is Terra, because Taurus is the element of Earth, and you know, Terra, Earth. Funny. Taran is very strong. He's mentally tough and very witty. He's got a talent for managing and making money in his job. And he's known for surrounding himself with the best things that money can buy. Things like higher brand, or today's Gucci, but he's pretty good-natured. But he's very, very impatient. He's known to snort and stamp like a bull if he's not getting what he wants. Now eventually he learns to be more patient over time, but in his younger years of like 16 through 18, he's very impatient. Oh, one other interesting thing is, if he's feeling strongly enough about something that you're wrong about, or that you don't have all the right facts, he'll definitely let you know, and he'll have no concern or regard for your feelings. He's actually very independent too. He's very observant. And I thought I'd throw that in because, like, when you're in the art kind of group / business, you normally have a pretty keen eye. So I was thinking, like, maybe he should be kind of observant, and he'd have a good eye for fashion, and, well, good for the art all around him in nature and in the material world. I also thought maybe he's kind of charismatic, so perhaps he has, like, a good speaking voice, or it's a very charming or soothing kind of voice. I would also say he's, well, to go back to the observant thing, of course I had to add he's artistic because, well, he's a fashion designer and, you know, the same reasons as before. And I also wrote down in my notes that he's got a critical eye, which we've already been over. The one thing, though, that's a little different, I'm not really sure how true this would be, is Taran is very cautious when he's pursuing love. He will deny how important love is to him, but secretly it's one of the most important things out there to him. If his romance, like his relationship, gets really serious, he becomes very down to earth and very, like, logical about it. He treats it very seriously. However, he is very easily made jealous, especially in relationships. So not just about, like, the world's material things, but, like, if anybody's flirting with his girlfriend, he is not going to take that. However, Taran often comes off as a snob, just because he's very factual based, and tying back to that, he'll let you know if you're wrong when he's passionate about things, and he only buys, like, very high-end things, so people often think he's a snob, and in my opinion, he kinda is a snob, but he's my little lovable snob, so it's okay. It's okay, I promise. Anyways, that's it for now, so I hope you enjoyed this story and the speed paint. One last thing. I would like to know if you're a Taurus, or if you have any friends who might be a Taurus, what traits would you say you have in common with Taran? Or what kind of things do you think is, like, the exact opposite of you? Would you say these traits that I found on the internet are pretty close to how you are? Thank you. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!